spray. You can skip the soak with a quick. Just spray it on and load it in, or just load it and spray it.
Big up everyone. Smash the likes, baby. Smash the like. Big up. Yo, what's happening, people? And welcome back to Gav Goes In. Big up to all the newcomers coming through. Guys, as always, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. And make sure you share the channel as well. So, live Premier League watch along. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. You know, obviously, you guys can see behind me, you know, two of the key players, Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers. You know, you'd have to think that one of these two players will have the say for their team this evening, man. So big up to Shabizada Nizwa. What team do I support? I'm a Manchester United supporter, but again, you know, watch alongs for various different teams. But big up to yourself. Big up to Foxy Danny as well. Big up, big up. Guys, smash the likes, sub to the channel as well. And again, yeah, Chelsea, Aston Villa, third versus fourth. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, man, because you're thinking of Man City, you know, winning the early game today at 12:30, you know, going a point ahead of Arsenal. And now Arsenal narrowly winning against Brighton 2-1. Arsenal back on top, 2 points ahead of Man City. And now Aston Villa's chance to respond. And again, it won't be easy. You know, Chelsea, you know, obviously went 2-0 down to Newcastle last game and obviously salvaged the draw in the end, 2-2. And then obviously Aston Villa beating Manchester United as well to carry on their form, man. And as I said, man, they're now what? Aston Villa are what? 10 games won in all comps in a row. And against Chelsea, you'd have to think, man, this is going to be a tough game at Stamford Bridge. But if Aston Villa want to be taken seriously this season, then yeah, man, we're going to have to see what they do today, man. It's not going to be easy because Chelsea are going to want to, you know, get back into, if it's even a title race, or cement themselves in top four. So yeah, let's see, man. Big up to my guy Fitz. Big up my guy each and every time. Big up to Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team as well. And big up to all the newcomers as well. Right, guys, we're going to go through the team sheet. Obviously, kickoff's in about, 8 minutes. So, obviously, Chelsea's team. I mean, I did think they would have played Reece James in midfield for this one. Because if you look at the fact that, you know, against all the bigger teams, you know, they do tend to play with Reece James in midfield with Moises Caicedo. But Reece James actually playing at right back today. So, yeah, Robert Sanchez in goal, Reece James right back, Cucurella at left back. No change, no surprises there. Surprise at centre back, you know, Trevor Chalobah and Benoit Badiashile. You know, I thought Wesley Fofana would have played, but he's on the bench. And could that be a big miss for them? Obviously, you know, arguably for me, one of the best midfielders in the world, Moises Caicedo in midfield with Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer's in the 10. Pedro Neto from the right. Garnacho starting again on the left-hand side. And then João Pedro playing through the middle, man. So, strong Chelsea team. A few surprises there, but listen, they'll be fancying their chances at home. And, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Big up, guys. Big up for coming through. Guys, make sure we're smashing the likes and make sure we're subbing to the channel. Let's go through Aston Villa's team. To be fair, Aston Villa's team is probably a bit much more expected from what I would have saw anyway. I think there's two surprises there. Well, then again, I thought Ollie Watkins hasn't been that great this season anyway, and obviously he's been replaced by Donyell Marlon as a striker. But I thought Amadou Onana would have started, but Emiliano Buendia comes into the team to add that bit more of creativity along with starman Morgan Rogers. But team Emiliano Martinez in goal, Matty Cash at right back. Matty Cash at right back. Ezri Konsa for me, who's a top centre back. One of the best defenders in the league for me. Ezri Konsa at centre back with Victor Lindelof, former Man United. Ian Matson at left back. Boubacar Kamara and Yuri Tillemans. I think Yuri Tillemans. I wonder if John McGinn drops back into midfield. I think that's the reason why McGinn's probably playing for the energy. So I reckon McGinn might be in midfield with Kamara and Tillemans. Buendia, I think, might figure out on the right. Obviously, Morgan Rogers, fresh from his double against United on the left. And then Donyell Marlon through the middle. So, yeah, man, two strong teams, you would say. And, I wonder what's going to happen, man. It's going to be interesting, put it that way. But, guys, as always, put your comments. Let's watch this game and see what happens. As I said, guys, going forward as well, priority comments will be given to members. So again, if you guys want your questions read out, then make sure you guys become a member on the channel and support the channel. And as I said, I won't go through everyone's comments. It's only going to be comments that I feel stand out. And as I said, if you want your comment to be read out, then you know what needs to happen. But big up, guys, anyway. I'm going to go. What did I say yesterday? I said a draw. I said 2-2 draw. I'm going to say 2-2 draw, yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me if either team nicks it, to be honest with you. But just hope I see a good game, man. That's what I hope for. Morgan or Palmer? I knew someone would ask me this. Morgan or Palmer? You know what? It's tough, yeah, because I rate both players highly. And for me, just obviously we're going to touch on it later on at the end of the season with England anyway. But those are two players for me that have to be on the plane to America for England. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say Cole Palmer. And again, that's nothing called Morgan Rogers because I rate Rogers highly. But I'd have to say Cole Palmer because Cole Palmer being left-footed like myself, I've got a tendency to left-footers anyway. But I think in terms of composure in the final third, that's why I love watching Cole Palmer. So yeah, these two for me should be the main two that play in the 10 for England in the summer. So it's going to be a good battle, man. And both players coming from the Manchester City Academy as well. Just shows you how strong that their academy is, man, really. So yeah, I'm going to say Cole Palmer, but listen, Morgan Rogers is a top player, man, as well. Big up to Babs One Diva. Big up. Hey Gav, how are you doing? I'm all good. Obviously watched quite a lot of football today. So I watched the City and Nottingham Forest game earlier today. And guys, why are we surprised? Ryan Cherky. Why are we surprised? There was people saying that Cherky would struggle in this league. I think Cherky's showing you why he's going to be up for the Ballon d'Or in the future for me with Lamine Yamal. Like, the guy's a top player, man. And as soon as that ball dropped to him, again, I mentioned to you guys as well about, if you guys have seen, there's a clip going around. It's quite an old clip, I think now, of Ryan Cherky. I believe he was either for France or for Lyon, and he was doing striking off both feet. And when you see the strike that come in today, it shouldn't really surprise you that Cherky scored that goal at the end, because that was just food and drink for Cherky. Because as I said, that clip, from what I saw, Cherky does that day in, day out, man. And as I said, he's arguably the most talented player in the league for me. He's that good. So as I said, man, City winning a tough game at Nottingham Forest today. And yeah, man, I have to say that Forest were decent as well. They had some threats. Thought their striker played very well, Igor Jesus. I thought he held the ball up very well today. Um, City, I thought Guvardia was very good. Um, but yeah, Turkey's the difference maker, man, for them. And again, when Erling Haaland's quiet, not scoring, you need players like that to stand up. And that's what Turkey did yet again. So Reinder's getting another goal as well. So yeah, man, Turkey goal and assist, can't complain. And obviously, I watched the Arsenal and Brighton game. I think you have to credit Arsenal for just picking up points when they're not really playing that well. I would say obviously another own goal from the opposition, and the first goal was just poor play from Brighton from the goalkeeper, Verbruggen, just giving the ball away. So yeah, man, it's crazy because Arsenal haven't been great, but they're just picking up points. And again, their next game's Aston Villa. So this is when I think this is when we can tell if Arsenal are here to stay because they haven't beaten any of they haven't beaten City, they haven't beaten Liverpool, Villa have beat them as well. So this will be a game, man, that they'll need to win to kind of keep um Man City at bay in a sense. But yeah, no, apart from that, all good. Hope you're well too. Ahead of Jude, 100%. Like for me, Jude Bellingham doesn't get picked for England. He doesn't. And again, I've spoken about this so many times, and some of you that have probably heard me say this already, yeah. But all you have to look at is the system that Thomas Tuchel wants to play is a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, Jude Bellingham cannot play as one of the two. And again, if Jude Bellingham plays as one of the two, he's not gonna be disciplined enough to hold his position. So if you're gonna have someone that is more of a box to box, just play Declan Rice there, and then play someone that's probably a bit more disciplined. Whether it's gonna be, I'd love to see Kobe Manu in there, but he's not gonna play. So it's either gonna be Elliot Anderson or Adam Wharton. So yeah, and then if you're thinking of Jude playing in the 10 when he's not a 10, again, he's competing against Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers, Eze, Foden, Gibbs White can play there. Jack Grealish can play there. I'm trying to think who else. There might be someone else. And again, all those players are better than Jude Bellingham. So again, Jude Bellingham for me doesn't get chosen for me. Like purely based off where they're gonna play him and just purely based off the players for me that are just better. So yeah, Bellingham doesn't go for me. But as we know, Bellingham's gonna go because of PR. But I'd rate Thomas Tuchel if he just says, look, he's not taking him because he's got better options. Yeah, Forest were very good today. They were very good, man. I thought they made it tough for City, but this is what winners do. They go to the end, and when you've got quality like Cherky in the team, like Foden, you've always got a chance, man. And as I said, man, it was a great goal from Cherky. And as I said, Cherky, this is a guy that didn't start. Um, he didn't start literally start the season, and now he's just holding down that place like it's his own. And yeah, man, another goal, another assist today. Great performance. Gav, did you watch Liverpool versus Wolves? I didn't watch it, but I'm gonna watch the highlights a bit later. But yeah, Florian Wirtz getting his first goal, and as I said, I'm a massive fan of Florian Wirtz. Massive fan of him, and I know a lot of people that don't rate him that highly, but I think Florian Wirtz will come good eventually. And as I said, man, what a player I think he can be. But I think the concerning thing is I thought Liverpool would have beaten Wolves, probably 3-0, 4-1, something like that. But to only win it 2-1, and again, I haven't seen the game, it sounds like they were hanging on from the result. So, yeah, it's crazy. But 3 points is the main thing. And that's all they'll be focusing on. So, I think Liverpool have picked up 9 points in their last 3 games. So, I mean, Are they getting back on track? Or is it too early to say that? Who knows? But listen, they're doing well, man. At the moment, well, Morgan Rogers is through now. Reece James. Hey, Reece James is a top player, man. Hey, Reece James is a top player. Morgan Rogers, yeah, is a very powerful runner with the ball, and he was going through. And there's not many players that will stop Rogers from advancing like that. And Reece James has got the strength, he's got the pace, he's got the durability as well, man. Great play. Gav, will Mount get selected? Will Mount get selected for World Cup? No, 100% no. There's too many players ahead of him, and there's a lot of space. Rogers is one v one. He done too much. Yeah, Mason Mount's time for England is. I know Tuchel probably likes him, but yeah, he's not going to get selected, man. There's too many attackers that we just mentioned for you to select Mason Mount. It's that simple. So yeah, not for me. Yeah, yeah. Listen, Jonas is going to be on one, but I mean he's been in problems with his team this season, so we can allow him to be excited. But as I said, we're going to be back on Monday anyway, and we'll get his take on how he thinks his team are doing. Gav, what will be your starting lineup for the World Cup 2026? So if everyone's fit for me, for England, if everyone's fit, and it's a 4-2-3-1, I would have Pickford in goal, back four of Reece James right back, left back would be Nico O'Reilly for me. The two centre backs would be Ezri Konsa on the right side, Mark Guehi on the left. The midfield two, this is where it gets difficult for me because, this is where it gets difficult for me. But the midfield two for me would be, see, I would love Kobe Manu to be in there, but it's just, for me, Kobe Manu's got a lot to do, and it's one of them things for me that Kobe's not getting game time. So I think it might be unfair to put Kobe in there right now, but I'd love Kobe to be in there or part of the squad if he does get game time and proves his form and obviously stays fit. But for me, the two in midfield would be, I think Declan Rice would be there. And next to Declan Rice, I like Adam Wharton, but it's probably going to be Elliot Anderson. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Wharton and Anderson midfield or a Wharton and Kobe midfield, but I think Declan Rice will have to play for his experience and for his legs in the midfield as well. And then next to him, you'd probably say Elliot Anderson at the moment. In the 10, again, it's interesting, but for me would be Morgan Rogers in the 10. And I think Cole Palmer needs to play from the right-hand side. I think Cole Palmer's probably better from the right, so he can cut in and pick up the ball in the half spaces. So for me, it would be Cole Palmer from the right, Morgan Rogers in the 10. And then on the left, it's difficult because me personally, I would love to see Jadon Sancho in the squad. Jack Grealish the same, because I think you can never have too many good footballers. But I think Tuchel's probably going to want pace on that side. And this is why the likes of Rashford and Anthony Gordon will come into question, I mean, I want to play Eze, but Eze's better as a 10. But I wouldn't mind a three of Eze on the left, Morgan Rogers, or even if you're going to play Morgan Rogers from the left, Eze in the 10, Cole Palmer from the right, and then Harry Kane up top. I think that would be decent. But a lot of it's going to depend, obviously, on form and fitness, So Wolves have been very unlucky this season. Most games they don't get battered. It's normally a 1-goal margin. and quite often just bad luck that puts them on the wrong side of the result. Yeah, big up, my guy. You know what I'd say? Yeah, I'm actually quite. I'm not as confident as I was for Man United against Wolves next game, because to think that Liverpool have just only beaten them 2-1, and again, if you look at the Arsenal game, Wolves got beaten by a narrow goal. Could this be the game against Man United where they actually pick up points? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I hope not, but you never know, man. You never know. England haven't got the guts to name so many black players. Hopefully Tuchel has. Bro, I'll be honest with you, man. This is you're not wrong, man. And this is part of the reason why, and again, I'll be a liar if I said I like to see players that are relatable to myself in the England squad. You know, I'll be a liar if I didn't think that. So this is part of the reason why, not to mention, you know, I've got, family from France, and France have a lot of players that are relatable to myself, and this is why I support France a lot more than I do England. That's the truth, Um, but yeah, no, listen, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. But for me, it's not so much about that. It's just play the best players. You know, Cole Palmer for me, um, Harry Kane for me. These guys are not black, but they have to play because they're the best players for England. Cole Palmer, Harry Kane. Um, who else is there? Yeah, I mean Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice is a good player. I don't rate him as highly as a lot of others, but Declan Rice is a good player. Um, but Declan Rice has his limit, has his limitations for me. But no, listen, I do hear you, man. I do hear you. Saka won't start then. Nope, Saka wouldn't start for me for England. He wouldn't start for me because Cole Palmer's better than him for me. If you want to play Cole Palmer from the right. Um, so yeah, Saka wouldn't start, man. No doubt. He wouldn't start for me. Yeah, big up. Guys, let's hit the like button as well when you're coming through. Let me know what you think of this this game so far. Cole Palmer has Afro-Caribbean ancestry. Yeah, I know, man. His granddad's black. I know that, man. Yeah, you can tell by the way Cole Palmer conducts himself. Like he's got a nonchalant about him, and this is why you know I believe this country would like to shoot him down. If I'm honest, but because he's so good, you can't say nothing about Cole Palmer because this country would love to put Phil Foden ahead of Cole Palmer. But for me, and I rate both players, Cole Palmer's better than Foden for me. You know, a lot more black players in the England squad now, though. Back in the day, it was like there was a two-player limit for anyone that wasn't white. Yeah, listen, I think you're right, man. You're right, and there is more diversity in the England squad, but I think it comes it like I think if you look at strikers, for instance, Harry Kane's still there. They're trying to mold Liam Delap as the next Harry Kane, but Delap's since he's gone to Chelsea has fallen off a cliff. Declan Rice is still there. Anderson's coming through. Walton. There's other players as well. So they're always gonna try. They're always gonna try and they're always gonna try and do what they're gonna do. But thoughts on Ibrahim Mbai? Is that Ibrahim Mbai from PSG? Because if it is the one from PSG, I'm telling you this now, he's gonna be a top player, man. If it's the same one from PSG, like he's gonna be a top player. I think he's only 17 or 18, and I think he plays for Senegal. So if it's the same one, then yeah, I rate him highly, man. And again, man, I think if you look at the fact that PSG have a few wide players to choose from, the fact that he's figuring regularly in the squad says a lot because he's a very good player. So yeah, if it is the same one, yeah, I rate him a lot, man. To be fair. Gav, will Barcola leave PSG in January? No, I don't think he leaves in January. No, I don't think he does personally. I mean, if you look at yeah, I don't think Barcola leaves in January. I think obviously the wide players they've got are Doué, Kvaratskhelia, obviously Ibrahim Mbaye as well. But no one's going to pay the money to get Barcola. And I mean, is Barcola playing regularly for PSG now? I haven't really been watching them lately. But yeah, I don't see him leaving in January. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. If only Michael Elise chose England, not France. Yeah, imagine that, man. Was never going to happen, though, man. Top player, Elise, for me. Top player. And again, he's another one for me that he has the ability to be a Ballon d'Or in the Ballon d'Or conversation as well, no doubt. What you make of the rumor Savinho leaving City in Jan? Well, that's not going to happen because I think didn't I think I could be wrong here, yeah, but I think Savinho signed a new contract. I swear he signed a new contract at City because obviously he's meant to be going to Tottenham, and City were asking for 70 mil. But yeah, I don't think Savinho's going anywhere because again, since he's like lately, he's been performing well and he's been making an impact for City. And I think Pep is going to look at the fact that, so again, if you look at the wide players that City have, this is why City are dangerous because they're starting off with Cherky um, at the moment. Obviously, Doku's out injured, and then you can bring Savinho on with his pace. And again, Savinho's change of pace is frightening, man. So I don't think they sell him because even if they go and get Semenyo, they're gonna have what Semenyo and Doku as the two um, players on the left for physicality and pace. And then if you want to play Cherky in the 10, so he can get on the ball, and then bring a Savinho on, you know what I mean? It's an option. And then I know Oscar Bob, but Oscar Bob might need to go on loan, I think. So yeah, I can't see Savinho leaving for me unless they receive ridiculous money, and ridiculous money being yeah 70 mil. If someone pays 70 mil, then they might sell him. But again, I can't see that happening. Elise and Musiala, imagine. Yeah, listen. And let's not forget Leonard Carl as well. Leonard Carl is a top player. He's only what 17. So yeah, man. It's good to see, man, that there's some top young players, man, that are Cole Palmer. It's good to see that there's some good play. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Yeah, it's good to see that there is some top young players in the game right now, and hopefully it goes back to to the game going away from the absolute athlete um, and more quality, man. That's what I hope. Gav, will Wanyeri leave on loan in January? Do you know what? I spoke about this. Um, was it the start of the summer? Yeah, or was it when Wanyeri signed a new contract? Yeah, whoever Wanyeri's advisors were, yeah, they weren't thinking of Wanyeri's best interests. Yeah, because this ain't even hard to even understand. Yeah, so Wanyeri for me, yeah, needed to go out on loan and not sign a new contract so he could showcase basically what he's all about. Yeah. Because if you think in the summer where you've got the captain Odegaard who plays in the position that Wanyeri plays, so Odegaard's gonna play. Um, Good play. You've got Bukayo Saka, who's the vice captain and never gets dropped. Then you've got then you've got Eze, who was the new signing, who's actually a number 10. Not to mention Madawake came in. Then they were trying to push through what's his name? What's the Max Dowman? They're trying to push through. Then you got Martinelli on Trossard. Yeah. So Wanyeri in theory could have been like eighth or ninth choice. Yeah. Considering where he plays, as a 10 or play from the right, and you've got the captain and the vice captain that play in your position. So immediately, what he should have done is gone on loan and then put himself in the shop window. The very fact that he signed a new contract, why did he think he was going to get game time? Because as you can see now, he's nowhere near getting off the bench. If you've got the likes of Madueke, um, who costs money, has been good as well. If you're thinking the fact that he can't get off the bench, on the left hand side it's Martinelli or Trossard. Eze was playing in the 10, and now Odegaard's come back. He's now on the bench. Why did Guarnieri think he was ever going to get game time? Made no sense. So even if he does leave on loan in January, his contract is now in the hands of one sec. His contract is now in the hands. Oh, good strike from. Yeah, his contract is now in the hands of Arsenal. So him and his team have snookered themselves, because whereas if he didn't sign the contract and went on loan, he's now got suitors. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things where he would have had all the power. So I just don't know, man. Because as long as he's at Arsenal now, again, he's not going to get regular game time as long as Odegaard's there, and then you got Eze that can play in the 10. So thoughts on Mayulu? Yeah, Seni Mayulu. Yeah, again, he's a good player as well. Yeah, he's a good player. I think that Mbai Niang, is it Mbai Niang or Ibrahim Mbai, whatever his name is. Yeah, I think he's the better talent, but Seni Mayulu's good as well. But again, PSG have got some good youngsters there, man. You know, Wanyeri will be the part exchange if Arsenal go for Semenyo. Um, yeah, I don't see Arsenal going for Semenyo. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Not when you've got 180 Martinelli, and then you've got Trossard who signed a new contract as well. So yeah, I can't see them doing that. Again, Semenyo's already said that he wants to go to just, well, he more or less wants to go City anyway. So yeah. This game's quite even, to be fair. I think Chelsea are edging at the moment, but Villa got dangerous players, man, in their team. And he's on the ball now, Morgan Rogers. Oh, good ball. Didn't need to do that. Guys, what do you think of Ian Matson? Do you think Ian Matson's a good player? Formerly of Chelsea as well. Villa defending well, man. This game's open, It's good though. Oh, hey, Rogers against Badashil. Nice Chalobah. So far, man, good game. Yeah, I think Matson's a good player, man. I think Matson will be. I think Matson could actually be at this moment in time. He could be starting for Holland in the World Cup. So I'm looking at the left backs they've got at the moment, and again, they might even play a three at the back, Holland, because if you think of the defenders they've got, Van Dijk's the captain, so he's going to be playing. But then you got Van der Ven, De Ligt, Urian Timber. Could they play Timber as a right wing back, or play Jeremy Frimpong as the right wing back? You know what I mean? So yeah, they've got a lot of options, man. And if they want a left wing back, I'm looking at Matson as the leading one. I mean, Yoro Hato as well, but Hato's more of a left back and he's not really playing games. So, yeah, man, they're going to have a very good squad, man. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna enjoy doing at the end of the season, going through the squads that have been picked for the World Cup. So yeah, we're gonna go through all the major teams for the World Cup at the end of the season once the squads get picked, and we're gonna go through standout players or players and players that have been picked. So yeah, that'll be something to look forward to in the summer. Reece James, ooh, cut it back. Play Tillemans. Boy, 75% possession to Chelsea. That's crazy. 25% for Villa. Unlucky. You know what? I can see Villa nicking a goal though. I can see them nicking a goal. I'm telling you, the way they're playing, I think they're playing a lot very much on the counter attack. What do you think about Camera? Yeah, I like Camera. Again, he's French as well, and surprised he hasn't been called up. Well, I wonder if he gets called up to the to national team. But yeah, Camera's a good DM man. To be fair, he is. You know, obviously he was out for a long while with injury, but yeah, he's a good midfielder. You know, and again, he's another player that will think that he should be. But a lot of it depends, you know, if he keeps obviously if he maintains his form for Villa, and I won't be surprised if he does get called up for the World Cup, man. But yeah, he's a good player. Who's Brentford's best attacking player? Do you know what? For me, I look at their three of Dango Utara, Kevin Schade, and Igor Thiago. Yeah, I think as a three, you know, you'd go a long way to find, you know, a better three than, you know, the top six teams. I would say. I think that's a dangerous three. And when they lost Embuemo, the sign of Utara was clever because again, left-footed, inverted, he's got pace. You know, he's a threat. But for me, yeah, Kevin Schade. I think Kevin Schade, you know, he's you know he's quite efficient. Kevin Schade got a hat trick today as well. And as I said, they got goals in that front line, Brentford. And I think Brentford now are eighth in the league. And thinking that they've lost, you know, two of their main goal scorers last season in Embuemo and Vissa, to replace them with Thiago and who's the second top goal scorer in the league after Haaland and Utara, and they're eighth now. Listen, they're doing well, man, and they've got a new manager as well. So yeah, I think yeah, probably Kevin Schade, I would say. Do you have French ancestry or do you just support them? Yeah, no, I've got family from I've got family from France, man. So there's a French colony called Guadeloupe. Um, what's going on there, guys? Matty Cash is missing the Arsenal game. Yeah, you know what's mad? I think that will actually work in their favor. That will work in their favor. I reckon they play Ezri Konsa at right back, and then bring in I don't know if Pau Torres is back. Pau Torres might come in. But listen, them missing Matty Cash, it might actually work out because he's a bit rash and he does do some mad things. So it might actually work out, man. But yeah, no, I've got French. I've got family in France. French surname as well. So yeah. Yeah, Guadeloupe, man. Yeah, Henri's actually from Martinique, and Guadeloupe is right next to Martinique. So yeah, same kind of origin, same kind of origins from there. Yeah, yeah. Thierry Henry's from Martinique. I'm not sure what players are from Guadeloupe from the French players. I'm not too sure. There might be a few, but as I said, yeah, Henri, obviously Martinique is the only one I kind of know, but I've got Irish family, so it's always been better banter to support England. Yeah. Fitz, I'm guessing you must be pissed about Declan Rice then, man. Because Declan Rice originally turned out for Ireland, and then obviously now he's England. You know what I mean? What do you think about that? Because it's a bit of a piss take for me, really, that he turned out for Ireland. I think it was him and someone else. Good play, Neto. Neto done well there. Done well. Oh, Villa defending well though. Defending very well. They're under pressure, man. They're defending well. Tell you now, man, they're trying to catch them on the break. Um, yeah, guys, come on, make sure we're subbing, make sure we're smashing the like, and make sure we're sharing the channel as well. Yeah, that's the one, Jack Grealish. That's who it was. Yeah. Um, yeah. Listen, it's crazy, man. To think they done that. Grealish and Declan Rice. It's crazy. Wiki says Henri, dad Guadeloupe, mother Martinique, but you can't trust internet, bro. Yeah, listen, I think you might. I think it's actually true, man. Yeah, I think it's actually true. I know definitely Martinique is in there, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he does have Guadeloupe in there as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, listen, Chelsea are dominating this game, but I'm telling you this now. Don't be surprised if Villa get a goal because they're defending very well, and the way they're playing, you can tell they're just trying to wait for the for a counter attack to go right. I think the longer they keep Chelsea at bay, man. I think yeah it'll play they can try and go up the other end on the counter. Cash is on the booking as well. Good. Hey, Reece James is ridiculous. You know, Reece James is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. He is ridiculous. My cousin swore those two would bring Ireland to glory, but they switched it. Was the best man I've had with them. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. What do you think about Jokeres? I think he's a pile of shit, man. I think he's rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Thank God Man United never signed him because I'd be pulling my hair up, man. He's rubbish. He's like a wrestler up front, man, or a bricklayer or something. He's rubbish. Um, Gav, who will start as Spain left back? Carreras, Grimaldo, Balde, Gerard Martin. 1 nil, 1 nil, 1 nil Chelsea. Reece James again involved. Yeah, listen, Jack Swagger in disguise, man. 100%. 100%. Even if you want to say, what's that? Ilya Dragunov. Jack Swagger, Ilya Dragunov. Yeah, he's definitely, man. Definitely. Gav, who will start as Spain left back? Um, if I had to pick one, yeah, who I'd want to start left back for Spain would be Alejandro Balde, but Cucurella's going to start, and Cucurella's a top left back, man. So I think Cucurella is criminally underrated for me. He's a top left back, man. I think the reason that Cucurella's underrated is because people look at the fact that he's got a mad hairstyle. So people for me will look at the fact that attackers with pace can get at him. But I'm telling you now, not many players get the better of Cucurella. So yeah, he's going to start for Spain at left back for me. But for me, I would like it to be Alejandro Balde. Grimaldo won't start left back because Grimaldo's more of a wing back. Gerard Martin is can play centre back now as well. But Gerard Martin, wait a minute, I'm checking the goal. Nah, it's a goal. Um, yeah, Gerard Martin is behind Balde and Cucurella, and again, he's probably behind Alvaro Fernandez as well. Um, so yeah, Balde's gonna. Cucurella will start, and I think Balde will probably be back up to him. Dimitri Payet is from a French colony too. Yeah, I think he is. I mean, what a player Dimitri Payet was, man. Dimitri Payet again. When you talk about one seasons for a club, yeah, when he was at West Ham, yeah, I mean, you're looking at one of the best individual seasons. I think him and Luis Suarez for me and Eden Hazard, have to be up there in terms of the best individual seasons for their club, man. Um, because those two were just those three there, man. Um, were putting in some serious performances, and Dimitri Payet was unplayable at West Ham, and this is at a West Ham team that are not even, top four, top six in the league, and you've got one of the best players in the league. This is what the league had. The league had players there that were playing for the lesser teams, you would say, and were arguably the best players in the league. It's very unlikely you're going to get that again, in my opinion. Rogers or Palmer? Answer that already. Rate both players, but I'd probably just say Palmer. I'm watching on spoiler. Thanks for. I'm watching on delay. Thanks for the spoiler. Yeah, my bad, my guy. Who will start as goalkeeper? Me personally, I would start Juan Garcia, but I think Unai Simon is the number one, and I think Unai Simon plays because of his relationships with the defense and of the fact that he's a ball player. But I think out of all three of them, I think Romero will be fourth choice. I mean, David Raya is having a decent season. Um, Obviously, Juan Garcia is at Barcelona. It depends. I think Unai Simon is the one that's been first choice. Um, so they might stick with him and just go with the tried and tested. Who knows? But I like Juan Garcia, and David Raya had a good season as well. Cherky has generational beef with Arsenal for some reason. Has he? I've not seen that. Generational beef. It's new to me, boy. I've not seen that. Good play, Tillemans. Oh, he's cut out. You know what? Matty Cash is he's got to watch him. Well, the thing is, because he's on a yellow card. Oh, good play, good play. I think Villa will score to be. Wait, Kai say the good play. Oh, buen dia. What are you doing? Are you a United fan? I am. I am. I'm a United fan. Yeah. Unfortunately, at the moment, should I say? Bro, the league has fallen. Remember, through the years, we've had Di Canio at West Ham, Okocha at Bolton, Janino and Ravanelli at Middlesbrough. The list goes on. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Don't forget man like Benito Carboni at Bradford as well. If anyone knows about Benito Carboni, man, he was a bad boy. Italian. Um, but yeah, look, it's very unlikely you're actually going to get that again. I think the only one you could actually say that was one of the best players in the league playing for a lesser club is probably Cunha from Wolves. Obviously now at Man United, but the league before was littered with players that were playing for the lesser clubs, and some of them players were the best players in the league. Now it's very unlikely that you're going to get that. Yokerez is better than Sesko. To be fair, no way, no way. At least Sesko can control the ball, man. Yokerez is bad, and the fact that you're spelling his name wrong means you don't really rate him yourself. So again, that's why you're laughing because you can't even, you're not spelling his name right. It's telling me you don't rate him yourself, man. So I hear it, but yeah, Yokerez ain't better than Sesko. He's not. Sesko, um, ooh, oh what? Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, Gyökeres is terrible, man. He's terrible. Um, yeah, he's terrible. Like, the thing with Sesko hasn't been great, but Sesko's shown me already that I've just seen something in the chat. Sesko has shown me already that he can control the ball. It's a good start. You know what I mean? Elise has the most assists in 2025. Well, how many assists has he got? Vert scored the goal before GTA 6. I hear it. Yeah, big up Fitz, man. Sheffield Wednesday brought us Di Canio, Carboni, and Cantona. No, I think no, Cantona come from Leeds, man. Yeah, Cantona was from Leeds. Yeah, Di Canio and Carboni are both at Sheffield Wednesday. Di Canio was Cantona was from Leeds. I'm trying to think who else was there. Elise's got what? Cantona was at Sheffield Wednesday first. No way. But I saw he went from France to Leeds. Elise's got 30 assists. I didn't know that. But I mean, I don't know why we're surprised, man. He's a bad boy. What do you think about Greenwood? He has most goals in League R. Listen, Mason Greenwood, Mason Greenwood is a generational talent, man. Like Man United had a generational player on their hands, and I know obviously there was reasons why people felt he had to move on, you know. But for me, I would have because this is football at the end of the day. Business, I would have kept Greenwood. I would have, man. He's a generational talent, man. So again, when I'm talking about Ryan Cherky, Lamine Yamal battling for Ballon d'Ors, Greenwood has to be in there. But for me, Greenwood's next move is going to be key because the next club he goes to from Marseille, it has to either be PSG, Barcelona, or Real Madrid for me. And the most logic one I can see is possibly I'm looking at where Greenwood plays because obviously Greenwood was a striker, obviously a forward, but now he's playing more as a right winger. Now, if we're looking at the top clubs in the world, he's not going to go to Bayern Munich because Elise's there. He's not going to go. I don't think he goes PSG because they've got the Barcolas, they've got Doués, they've got. But again, if you're looking for inverted, a left-footed player, then I hear it. Um, but they've got a lot of wide players there. Barcelona, obviously, Yamal's there. Real Madrid, if you're thinking of Rodrigo going, but then you've got Mastan Tuano, who plays out there as well. So it's interesting to see, man, where he actually ends up. But his next move for me, Mason Greenwood, guys, half time, by the way. His next move for me, um, if he goes to one of them teams, this is when I think people will start looking at him as a Ballon d'Or shout. But he's a top player, Mason Greenwood, top player, man. What you don't think Greenwood's good enough to go to Barca or Madrid? Yeah, again, man, I don't think you've seen football because if you think Mason Greenwood hasn't got the talent to go to Barca or Madrid, then I question the kind of players that you rate because you probably rate Jude Bellingham. Enough said. You know what I mean? So yeah, listen, let's not do that, man. Mason Greenwood is a generational talent, man. Generational talent, man. Okay, so he went Sheffield first on trial, but was offended by not having a contract offer when they asked me to extend. Okay. I didn't realize Cantona was at Leeds first. Was at Sheffield Wednesday first. I know, definitely he was at Leeds. Big up, man. Big up, Fitz. Guys, you know why I'm laughing, yeah? So France is a Mickey Mouse league, yeah? And you know what it is, yeah? Comments like this just tell me, yeah, that this is the problem with English football, because English football fans think that their league's the best, yeah, when it's not. If you go and look at the French league, yeah, PSG, I'm not sure if they play today, but PSG are not top. They're actually second to Lens, and I was actually surprised myself, yeah. But when people are saying the French league's a Mickey Mouse league, that again, that's not true. That's not. It's not. It's definitely not true, because you've got what's happening in this league, in the Premier League, is happening in the French league right now. So they're both even. So to say that the French league is a Mickey Mouse league, again, is telling me that a lot of fans don't watch the French league. And again, you know what that doesn't make sense, yeah? The very fact that people think the French league is a Mickey Mouse league, but yet a lot of the majority of the players in this league come from the French league. Like it's just it's incredible, really. Like you go through the teams in the Premier League, yeah. Look at Man City. What players come from the French league? Let's go through their team, yeah. So Bernardo Silva come from the French league. Ryan Cherky come from the French league. And these guys have been rated as, obviously, Bernardo Silva in his prime was one of the best players in this league. Ryan Cherky right now is proven to be one of the best players in Europe. They both come from the French league. Yeah. Um, um, who else is there? Liverpool. Hugo Ekatike come from the French league. Used to be at PSG. Ibrahima Konate. I know he was at, was he? Well, he was at Leipzig, wasn't he? So, trying to think. Trying to think. Chelsea. Badashile, obviously from the French league. Wesley Fofana from the French league. William Saliba, obviously at Arsenal from the French league. Guys, help me out, because I'm trying to go through the teams. Because when people say that the French league is a Mickey Mouse league, yeah, but then the majority of the players in this league, or the top players, have come from that league. Even if you look at abroad, Eduardo Camavinga's from the French league. Chouamani's from the French league. Mbappe's from the French league. Elise, I know Elise was at Chelsea from Young and Reading, so you might not want to count him. But just go and have a look at the players that come from the French league. So to start saying it's a Mickey Mouse league is just nonsense, really. You know, it's just bias, Premier League bias, because the French league don't really buy players from England. You know, and obviously people might say because of the money, etc. But yeah, listen, man, we can't be saying it's a Mickey Mouse league. It's not, man. Uh, um, guys, help me out. Who else come from the French league that is playing the Premier League right now? The reasons, yeah, Gabriel Magalhaes come from the French league as well. Yuri Tillemans, nah, Tillemans wasn't in the French league. Tillemans was at Anderlecht. Yeah, Tillemans wasn't in the French league. Um, was he at Monaco? Tillemans was Tillemans at Monaco. I know he come from Anderlecht. Um, Benjamin Mendy, obviously, was at Monaco. Yeah, so again, it's just not true, man, that the French league's Mickey Mouse league when this country goes and buys the players from that league. It just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? But the English league is good because of the funds. Yeah, it's the money. A lot of players come to this league not because of the football, but because of the money. That's it. That is all it is, really. And as I said, people that the TV revenue says that, yeah, but so because the TV revenue says that, that means that the league is Mickey Mouse. That doesn't make no sense. If the league was Mickey Mouse, then why would the English league go and buy their players? Doesn't make any sense. Do the English league go and buy players from the Russian league? They don't, do they? So that's what I'm trying to say to you. It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. So no one watches it. But obviously you don't watch it, you know what I mean? And that's part of the problem because you don't watch it, but yet you're calling it Mickey Mouse. It's dumb. It doesn't make sense. Especially when, as I said, a lot of players in this league have come from the French league. Ronaldinho played in the French league. Yeah. Arguably one of the best players of all time. Zinedine Zidane played in the French league. What are we doing here? Gianluigi Donnarumma played in the French league. Nah, bro, listen. Yeah, Yohan Cabaye, Hatem Ben Arfa, Karim Benzema. Like, should we go on? Like, that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, some of these comments are funny. Patrice Evra, big up to the chat, man, because everyone's getting these players in. If anyone remembers Yohan Cabaye, central midfielder for Newcastle, you know what I mean? Hatem Ben Arfa, one of the most talented players. Even if you want to say man's like Yohan Gourcuff, these guys all played in the French league and went elsewhere. So again, when people are saying the French league is a Mickey Mouse league, yeah, it's just nonsense, really. Opinions on Ugarte yesterday. Do you know what I thought? And again, it just Adele Tarap. Someone's just mentioned. There we go. Someone's just mentioned. Sorry. Opinions on Ugarte yesterday. I'm not a fan of Ugarte. He's poor, but I thought it's not. There's no surprise here in a four at the back. Ugarte was better. You know what I mean? There's no surprise there. And this isn't me saying that Ugarte is good or Ugarte should be persevered with. Yeah, I'm laughing here because I can't believe I've just forgotten a player, arguably one of the best players of his generation. Big up to Fitz, Eden Hazard. There we go. There we go. For me, one of the top three players to ever play in this league, Eden Hazard, come from the French league. Joe Cole played in the French league from England. So again, yeah, that comment makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense. But there you go, man. But opinions on Ugarte yesterday. Thought he played a lot better, man, than he has been. And again, played in a four at the back, which isn't a surprise. But yeah, he still has to go, man. I'd sell him in January, but I don't think that's not going to happen. So it's more of an end of the season thing. But yeah, listen. Yeah, it's one of them things with Ugarte, man. He's not good enough for me, man. Nowhere near the level. Big up to Lumi Rain. Big up. Aston Villa are shocking. Listen, they beat you guys this season. What are you talking about? They beat you guys this season. They beat you guys this season. So I wouldn't go that far, man. You guys are playing them next game, so you're gonna be left with egg on your face, man, if they pick up any points against you guys. So listen, let's just calm down because you guys scraped a victory today. Yeah, listen, your guy is not good. He's not good, but I'm not one of those people that if I don't rate a player, and if someone does play well, then I'm gonna say. And I don't think he played well. I just think he played a lot better than he has been. And again, that just shows you that the standard for your guy is just not there. But there's no surprising that he played better in the four. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Riyad Mahrez played in the French league. Another player. N'Golo Kante. there we go. So yeah, I think we've I think we've muddied I think we've muddied yeah, I think we've muddied what Sean Twedd's saying. Mate, you act like you're an expert on football. You're a dafty. Get back to your bed, fool. Jamie McFadden, go and suck your mother. How about that? Yeah? Go and suck your mother if you're still in the chat. Don't come on here and tell me about I think I'm an expert on football. You're coming onto my channel. I don't know who you are. Yeah? If you're going to come onto the channel and have football in chat, fair enough. Yeah? But don't come on there and tell me anything because a lot of what I say, is because I've experienced football my whole life. So as I said, if you don't like the channel, then you can bounce, man. You're not required on it. You know what I mean? Don't come onto my channel and chat shit because I ain't got time for it. It's that simple. Yeah? Coming on there saying about I think I'm an expert. I've never said I'm an expert, but I'm well versed in football. I haven't asked anyone to agree with my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. It's that simple, yeah. But I know football. I know football because it's what I was brought up on, from watching, from playing, etc. Yeah, and from coaching. So, as I said, if you don't like my opinions, I couldn't give a toss, man. You're not forced to be here. It's that simple. But don't come on there and tell me anything. It's that simple, man. Big up to Christopher McGrath. Big up yourself. Yep, Henri from the French League, Monaco, Patrick Vieira, Lilian Thuram. Yeah, listen, I think we've muddied that one anyway. We've muddied that one. Yeah, man. We've muddied that one. Jamie McFadden with a Scottish surname. Scottish surname. Must be a waste, man. Sesko had better link-up play than Xerxes. I think it's unfair to say that because Joshua Xerxes was brought on into a situation yesterday, yeah, where when you've got this manager in Ruben Amorim that decides to play 6 defenders and take off Casemiro and just leave Xerxes and Cunha up there, what do you expect? It's like 2 players up against 6 in a sense. And again, that isn't Joshua Xerxes' game. Joshua Xerxes needs players around him to combine with. The very fact that Amorim brought him on in a game where Newcastle dominated in the second half, what did you expect from Xerxes, really? It wasn't easy for him to get hold of the ball. So, as I said, man, I think it's unfair to say that Sesko had better link-up play than Xerxes. It's unfair for me on that one. Yeah, there you go, man. Jamie, it's all opinions. Why are you upset about a next man's opinion? You know why he's upset, yeah? Because unfortunately, the very fact that he said he thinks I'm an expert, to me, it sounds like jealousy because I think he's jealous at the fact that, I know my football and it is what it is. Because to come onto someone's channel and say you think you're an expert when that hasn't been said, or I'm not sure why you think that, it stinks of jealousy. But again, there's haters all around us, guys. So it's one of them things, man, unfortunately. But yeah, listen, maybe Jamie's having a bad day. I don't know. Maybe his Christmas didn't go as well as he hoped. I don't know. But to come on someone's channel and just chat rubbish like that, it's odd. Yep, David Trezeguet, another one. David Trezeguet is another one. Again, Trezeguet used to be... Was Trezeguet at Monaco? I can't remember. But I know he was at Juventus. Yeah, I think we've muddied that one, man. So... Villa come back. Do you know what? I think Villa might get a point out of this, Obviously, second half, it's where Unai Emery is going to try and see what he can try and change. Yeah, Lumi, how long is Mount injured for? You seem to have the background on Mason Mount, man. So let us know how long he's injured for. I've never seen someone, yeah, that supports a different team have as much protection for a rival team's player like Mason Mount. Like I wouldn't even mind, yeah, if we're talking about a world beater, but he's just a basic, an average player, and the protection that Lumi Rain gives to Mason Mount has to be studied. Like I don't know, like I'm at the point now. If Lumi's actually sliding into his DMs, I think it's that bad. You know what I mean? I actually think she's sliding into Mason Mount's DMs because the protection for Mount, I've never seen it in my life. It's mad. Is Saka world class? No. What's world class about Saka? Is Saka world class? He's nowhere near world class. Bukayo Saka is just a good player. He's not world class, man. He's nowhere near world class. And I think we have to question if people think Saka's world class, football's in the mud. Like he's nowhere near world class. Guys, I'm just going through some of your comments. Gav has more football experience than your mum has in men. That's a lot. Listen, there you go. There you go, Jamie. You've been told, man. Come on here, talk shit. We'll just rip you. It's that simple, man. Listen, I'm trying to build a community here, man. But if you're gonna come on with negativity, then don't come on, man. As I say, everyone's free to their opinions. If they're mad, even if they're mad opinions, but if you come on there and talk rubbish, man, you're gonna see. Jamie, grab a Ribena straw before you do as Gav instructed. There you go, man. There you go. Grab a Ribena straw and do what's required, man, with yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, True Many's been mentioned. Gav, don't you train celebrities? Who's the celebrities? Who's the celebrities? Don't you train celebrities? Let me know the celebrities. I think I know you're talking about, but how's the game between Chelsea and Villa? Anyone? Yeah, to be fair, Chelsea 1-0 up. They probably deserved it, but again, I think Villa are going to need to have a strong second half, man. I'm actually surprised Villa didn't start with Amadou Onana in midfield with Tillemans and Kamara, but they played Buendia probably for a bit more creativity, and obviously Watkins on the bench. But they should have probably started with Onana, I think. But yeah, own goal. Chelsea probably edging at the moment. Yeah, Jules Koundé. I know, obviously, I'm not sure what club Jules Koundé was at first, but obviously he was at Sevilla. Can't remember what French team he might have been at. But yeah, there's there's a lot of players, man. There's a lot of players, man. So yeah, this whole French league is Mickey Mouse. But yeah, a lot of the players playing in the top leagues are from the French league, man. Who would have thought? Gab, do you remember Maxi Gomez from Celta Vigo and Villarreal? Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, I do, man. I think didn't Maxi Gomez play for Valencia? I think he might have done. Cole Palmer's on the ball. Unlucky. Yeah, listen, big up Titanium, man. So I've disagreed with you in the past, Gav, but it's always been respectful and civil. But listen, as I said, yeah, my channel is not about you having to agree with me. That's it should never be about that. Opinions. Anyone can have an opinion. You know what I mean? But if there's an opinion that I don't agree with, and again, you might not agree with me, it's about debating the opinion out. And if we don't come to common ground, then it is what it is. There's some things that are facts. There's some things that are opinion. But I've never asked for anyone to agree with my opinion or to say that, you can only come onto my channel if you agree with what I'm saying. It's never been about that, But as I said, football's just one thing that I know, and it's been from young. I've been watching football for 30 plus years. As I said, I've played, I've watched, I've coached, again from young. I've played against some of the professionals that someone else has mentioned from young age, Nasri and Rooney. You know what I mean? So I've been around football, but again, I don't say I'm an expert at football because I would never say that. But I know football, and when people come on there and say you think you're an expert, tell me where you've got that from, or tell me what you disagree with. Again, if you disagree with my opinion, it is what it is. I'm confident in my opinion. And once you're confident in your own opinion, that's what matters. But yeah, big up, my guy, man. Big up. Hey, Cole Palmer's through. Good play. Oh, good defending. Good defending, John McGinn. Good defending. Your Mount's nurse. Ah, come on, what we doing here? Hey, Lumi, let us know, really, yeah. What's the loving for Mount? I'd like to know this. I mean, I know he's from the same area and all that, yeah. But what is the loving for Mason Mount, man? I need to know this. I need to know, man. The loving for Mason Mount. Because I've never seen nothing like it. You know, I would understand if Mason Mount, what's going on with this? I would understand if Mount played for Arsenal, but I've never known someone to protect Mount this much. It's crazy, man. Saka's still better than Anthony. Yeah, but what does that mean, though? Like, Anthony's not at my club no more. And what is that based off anyway? Saka's better than Anthony. But yeah, if you look at Saka, yeah, Saka's one of them guys that he he hasn't got no flair. He's just one of them ones that he's very strong, as you would expect anyway, from someone of African descent. He's very strong. He knows how to use his body, and he's someone that retains possession. Like, he hasn't got any flair. He doesn't do anything with flair. Like, he's not a good dribbler. He's not skillful. He's just someone that knows how to protect the ball, and yeah, he works for the Arsenal system. But what I would say, if he was to go away from the Arsenal system and play elsewhere, where the team doesn't play like how Arsenal play and doesn't revolve around him, I like to see how he kind of adapts to that, because yeah, he's not world class, man. He's nowhere near world class for me. Reece James again, man. All right, Chelsea are putting pressure on again. Gav, you look like a baller. Have you ever played for academy? Yeah, man. I was at Chelsea for 7 years. I was at Chelsea for 7 years. I was at Tottenham for 3 years. So yeah, I was there. I've always been in academy from young, from football, which is why, like, as I said, when I'm telling you, football's always been my life. I was playing in the academy from the ages of like 8 or 9, and then all the way up until one set. Rogers on the ball. Yeah, good play. So yeah, I was in academy from the age of like 9, 8 or 9, all the way up to 17. So yeah, Chelsea and Tottenham. And then yeah, I've had mad experiences, even watching the game now. I played at Stamford Bridge about 15 times probably. I played at Amsterdam Arena. I played in loads of different grounds, man. So, and as I said, I played against Wayne Rooney and Samir Nasri when I was 14 in a tournament. So yeah, I've had massive experience in football, man. So as I said, the fact that I talk about football the way I do and I'm invested like I am is because of just from young. So and as Lumi mentioned earlier in the chat, so the most recent professional I've played against, whether it's five-a-side, was Rio Engamoha. Yeah, and Rio's ridiculous, man. So yeah, he's ridiculous at that age. So yeah, I've had mad experiences playing football, man. So yeah. So I just love his character and the fact he's from Portsmouth. Always enjoyed following his journey ever since he was on loan in the Championship. Yeah, listen, I hear it, man. But like, I understand you love his character and all that, yeah. But I just don't understand the protection for an average player like that. It's just crazy. But now I see now I see what you're now I see why you protect him. But for me, it's still going over the top, if I'm honest. But listen, you're entitled. Who was you at Chelsea with? So I was at Chelsea basically. So I'll give you an insight, really. I was at Chelsea when I'm trying to think of players that made it. I'll give it. Ooh. So I'll give you an example. So my age group was the likes of you've probably seen him on Talksport, Jamie O'Hara, Mark Noble, obviously formerly of West Ham. Like that's my age group there, yeah. Um, so I was at Chelsea basically when Gianfranco Zola was in the first team. Yeah. So that's probably giving you a hint of of that time. And a lot of the Chelsea academy coaches now and the academy director was my manager at the time. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going back a bit, but that's when I was there. Yeah, that's basically what it is, Fitz, man. It's because he's local, man. It's because he's local. Again, I don't think there's too many players coming from Portsmouth, man, that she can support. So I hear it, man. I hear it. But so how many of your academy teammates made it? So players that I played with in the academy that made it first team. I don't know if you guys remember a player called Charlie Daniels, who used to be at Bournemouth. He played left back for Bournemouth. I played with him at Tottenham. He was actually playing as a left back when they tried to play me on the wing. So he made it into he played first team for Bournemouth. Obviously, Mark Noble was at West Ham at the time. Obviously, he was captain for West Ham. Jamie O'Hara, as you know, played first team for Tottenham. Trying to think who else there was. I don't know if you guys remember a player called Lee Martin, who used to be at Wimbledon and then went to Manchester United. Um, he was obviously playing the same reserve team as Giuseppe Rossi, Sylvan Ebanks Blake, Chris Eagles. Yeah, him. He was a top player as well. Um, I don't know if you know Jimmy Smith. It's been quite good friends with him from young. He played a first team game for Chelsea as well, and then I think he ended up playing for QPR, and then I think he went and played for Crawley Town. Um, nah, John Terry was older than me. I think he might be older than me. I'm trying to think who else there was. Uh, who else was there? Um, there's a few players that went on to play lower leagues. I'm trying to think now. Um, Phil Eiffel. I don't know if you know anyone knows Phil Eiffel. He played a first team game for Tottenham. I think he made a couple appearances for them. So yeah, man, I've had mad experiences, man. It's probably more players, but I've forgotten. But yeah, as I said, man, I was at Chelsea and Tottenham, man, and then I had an opportunity to go and play in Italy as well for a Serie A B side. Yeah, but again, I had a chance to go to Burnley. You know, Burnley offered me when I got released from Tottenham. Burnley were in the Championship at the time, and they offered me a 1 year pro and a 1 year scholarship with it as well. And basically, I just made a wrong decision. Oh, hey, they're through. Play him. Oh, that's a unlucky, unlucky. So yeah, man, I've had chances, man, to go there as well, but yeah, mad. Nah, you've lost me now, Lumi, man. So you rate his ability. Nah, not for me, man. Yeah, big up to Fitz. So who was manager when I was at Chelsea? I think it was Glenn Hoddle. I think Glenn Hoddle was manager back then. Viali was actually a player. And again, if you guys are a member of my channel, then you'll be able to figure it out for yourself. I won't give it away too much. But yeah. So yeah, Viali was actually a player. Hullet, I think Hullet was a player then as well. But yeah, it was I think Glenn Hoddle was the manager back then. You know, I've been a ball boy as well at Chelsea. So part of being an academy player, um, there's game that you get to become a ball boy as well. So I was a ball boy. I've been a ball boy about 10 times as well. So yeah, man. I've had mad experiences. So yeah, so Carlton Cole, big up to Chud Style. So yeah, Carlton Cole was literally he was the youngster that was breaking through into the first team when I was there. So he was the main youngster that broke through to the first team. Carlton Cole, yeah. So when I was good touch. Go. Hey, Ollie Watkins. Guys, I told you 1-1. Ollie Watkins. 1-1. Ollie Watkins. I tell you now, yeah. Ollie Watkins needed that. And you know what? I told you, man, Villa are not a team to be slept on, man. Ollie Watkins. So yeah. So I was in Chelsea's. I was in the youth team when Carlton Cole was breaking through into the first team. It was Carlton Cole, and then I think there was someone else. I can't remember the names. Danny, was it Danny Hollands? Was another one. He might be a bit younger, but so yeah. Rob Green. Nah, Rob Green's West Ham keeper. Did you play youth level internationally? No, I didn't. I had a trial for the England under 15s schoolboys. I had a trial for them, but I didn't get in for that. And I actually could have played for St. Lucia International as well, but I didn't take it up. But yeah, I had a trial for the England under 15s at that age, but didn't get selected. So yeah. Yeah, big up, man. Fitz. Yeah, Viali was it was Viali and Gianfranco Zola and Torre Andre Flo as well. He was the striker down there as well. So I think the players that were there were players like Dan Petrescu, Albert Ferrer. You know, I was actually in the medical room with Albert Ferrer one time actually when I had a serious injury and I had to go to the Stamford Bridge and get assessed by the first team physios. And Albert Ferrer was out injured, and obviously I saw a lot of him in the treatment room at the time as well. So yeah, Albert Ferrer, obviously ex-Barcelona right back. Scott. So Scott Sinclair was. So I would have left Chelsea by the time Scott Sinclair. Yeah, I would have left Chelsea by the time Scott Sinclair came to the club. Yeah, but again, I won't give it away. But as I say, if you're a member, then you'll know, man. Yeah, guys, I can see Villa winning this game now. You know, momentum shift. 1-1. Who was it who said Villa 2-1? I think that was you, Fitz, wasn't it? Villa 2-1. I said 2-2, but it wouldn't surprise me if either team wins 2-1. Oh, Nana's gone on, yeah. So who's gone off then? Well, Buendia, I think, went off. Villa take chances, man, in their box there. Oh, big up, man, yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, Sancho. Play. Hey, I'm telling you now, I think that's a goal. That's a goal. No, Matson, you got to square it. Matson's got to square it there. Mate, Unai Emery is a top manager. He's the for me, someone said it the other day, yeah. Is Emery the second best manager in the league? He is. The only one that's better than Emery is Pep. I'm telling you, man. Emery's a top manager. He should have squared it, Matson. To side foot square for a tapping. Tillemans was going mad. Hey, Tillemans is going mad. You can tell why though, man. He should have squared it. It would have been a tapping. Guys, I'm saying it now, yeah? Villa win this. Good play. Good play. Good. Unlucky. Guys, Villa win this. I'm telling you. Villa win this game. Yeah, listen, Harvey Elliott, man. Can't even get game time. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. But again, that just shows you how good Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer. Read it. Good play. Hey, Cameron's a good player, man. He's very underrated. All right, Sancho. Good play. You know what? I think Rogers played for that, but they'll take that, man. You know what? As I said, man, it speaks volumes that oh no, it was a foul, yeah. It speaks volumes for Villa, man, that because Harvey Elliott's a good football player, but just shows you how really good their squad is, that he can't even get in their squad from Liverpool. Because I think most people would have said, yeah, um, him coming from Harvey Elliott coming from Liverpool to Aston Villa, you know, you would have probably thought he's nailed on to be um, a starter for Aston Villa on out wide, and it's not the case, man. He can't even get in the squad. It's crazy. You know, this is a guy that was probably one of the stars of the England under-21 European Championships, which they won. And look at that, he can't even get in the squad for Aston Villa. Crazy. Yeah, Emery's not leaving Aston Villa though. Aston Villa, I'm saying you now, the way they're going on this season, like they're gonna be a force, man. And you know what I hope as well, yeah. I hope Villa strengthen their squad in January. I hope they buy one or two players to strengthen their squad. Oh, good ball. Hey, Watkins is through. Good touch. Done well. No, you got to play Tillemans there. He done well though. Do you know a player called Nara Ranger? Yeah, of course I do. Nara Ranger used to be at Aston Villa at Newcastle, and he went jail as well, didn't he? Nara Ranger. Um, yeah, Nara Ranger, man. They rated him highly, man. When he was coming through. Villa are skin. Who told you that? I don't think Villa are skin. I've not heard their skin. They've got rich owners. Aston Villa. Yes. Do you know what? I've enjoyed this game, man. It's been back to front. I can see Villa nicking it though. I can see them nicking it, but they've made a few wrong choices, man, in the attack. Our Ranger was a fog, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Nile Ranger was a top talent, but he was rated highly, man. He was rated highly. Yeah, Coutinho, man, he was a bad boy, Coutinho. It's a shame what's happened to Coutinho because leaving Liverpool to go Barcelona, I think in hindsight, Palmer's pissed. He's coming off. Palmer's pissed. Yeah, he's pissed, Palmer. He's pissed. Yeah, Palmer's pissed. He's come off. Um, yeah, listen, I think the biggest mistake that Coutinho probably made was going to Barcelona. And I'll tell you why, yeah, because when you've got Lionel Messi at Barcelona and Coutinho's a kind of player with his talent that everything needs to more or less go through him. But any player coming to Barcelona should have realized that as long as Messi's there, you're not going to overstage Messi. So that was Coutinho's biggest problem because he needed to play where Messi was, and Messi was Barcelona, and then a player of Coutinho's talent needed to be, as I said, the number one guy. But he went there obviously for trophies. He went there for unlucky. He went there for because it's Barcelona. But ever since then, he kind of lost his way. Went on loan to Bayern Munich. I believe did he win the Champions League at Bayern Munich though with them? Um, and obviously when he came back, he just couldn't get going again. And I think he might be playing back in Brazil, man. But what a top player he was, man. Coutinho, what a top player, man. Villa will have to sell Rodgers the next 12 months, 12 to 18 months max, unless they win the Champions League or league. No, I don't think that's the case. They sell Rodgers. No, Rodgers signed a new contract as well. Let's not forget he signed a new contract. So I can't see that happening. Yeah, no, I can't see that happening. I've not heard that. I've not heard that they've got money problems. Aston Villa. Yeah, big up Fitz, man. Ravel Morrison was the biggest waste talent I've ever saw. Yeah, Ravel Morrison was ridiculous, ridiculous, and obviously everyone knows Ferguson saying that he's the biggest talent. That's biggest talent he's coached as well. Um, but yeah, man, it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but yeah, these things happen, man. These things happen. He won't be the last, and he probably oh, I mean he won't be the first, and he probably won't be the last. So Hudson Odoi, yeah, guys, free kick for Chelsea, man, dangerous position. Yeah, I remember that game actually. Lewandowski ran the show. Yeah, that was that against PSG when they beat Bayern when Coutinho was at Bayern Munich when they beat PSG in the final. Ravel was a couple years below me in school. He was insanely good technically. Yeah, listen, Ravel Morrison was ridiculous, man. He was, man. He was. Just a shame what happened, really. But it's football for you, though, isn't it? Guys, make sure we're smashing these likes up, guys. Make sure we're subbing to the channel and make sure we share the channel as well. 15 minutes left. Hey, Reece James free kick. I think this on target, man. I think he scores this. Oh, good block. Have you seen the clip with Ravel Morrison, Clash, and Zaha? No, I haven't, man. I haven't. I haven't. Yeah, Josh King, Ravel Morrison, Pogba, Lingard, all in that United FA Cup winning youth team. Yeah, yeah. That's when our youth team was serious. Good play. Good defend. Hey, Reece James, man, he's been very good today. Oh, Camara's not playing either against Arsenal. Oh, hey, you know what? Oh, hey, you know what? Arsenal just get lucky, innit? Camara and Cash are both missing the Arsenal game, and Camara's going to be a big miss. Boy, um, that's crazy. Camara's going to be a big miss. It'd be a big miss, man. So you're looking at an Onana, Tillemans midfield. Um, yeah, that's going to be a big miss for Villa. I see Villa getting a goal. I'm telling you. Sancho's been good since he come on. Yeah, Camera's going to be a big miss for them, man. Who you got winning the Champions League? For me, I'm sticking to Barcelona or PSG. For me, Barca or PSG. I'm going to say, but I think Man City. Let's not sleep on them. I mean, I know people are looking at Bayern Munich as well. But yeah, I'm still going to say PSG or Barcelona. I think they'll be the teams to beat. I think when it comes to the latter stages, I think those two teams will sort it out. I think for me. 10 minutes left. Inter have made two of the last three finals. They are due to win it soon. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think Inter win it personally. But yeah, there's no denying, man, that they have shown some consistency this in the Champions League, no doubt. I think if any of the favourites meet Inter, I think that'll be the test. Um, that'll be the test for me. Gav, who's your last four teams in the semi final of the Champions League? Barca, PSG, Barca, PSG, Um, Barca, PSG, Man City. So Barca, PSG, Man City, and I don't know about Real Madrid. I don't know about. I mean, Real Madrid they've got players there that you know that can get them results. Inter Milan, I don't know. Um, I don't really know. Um, Barca, PSG. Yeah, I'm gonna say Barca, PSG, Man City, and Bayern Munich will be the four teams for me. Oi, Watkins is through. Unlucky, unlucky. Yeah, Barca. So Inter, Liverpool, PSG, Real Madrid. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, for me, Barca, PSG, Man City, and Bayern Munich. I think they might be the four. But again, it can all change if those teams meet each other in the quarterfinals. Guys, 7 minutes left, 1-1. Um, yeah, man. Let's see what happens because I just got a feeling Villa are gonna nick it. I think Villa nick it. Go. What did I tell you? Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins. Aston Villa are not playing about this season. Ollie Watkins. Oi, Ollie Watkins off the bench to get two. What a header. Oi, Aston Villa, man. Unai Emery. Oi, not an easy result away from home, man. Ollie Watkins. Man like Oliver Watkins. Big up to the Weatherspoon General, Oliver Watkins. Hey, Oliver Watkins. Chelsea letting man like Oliver score against them. Hey, what a header. Great header. Malo Gusto. Hey, Cole Palmer was pissed when he come off. Unai Emery. Unai. Hey, if I tell you now, if Aston Villa win this game, yeah, if Aston Villa win this game, I'm telling you now, man, they have to be respected. Ollie Watkins. Man, like Ollie Watkins coming away from home. Villa, 1-0 down, 2-1 up. Hey, listen. You know what? There's going to be question marks asked here of why did Cole Palmer come off? I reckon after the game. Ollie Watkins. You know what? Unai Emery, man, deserves credit, man, because he deserves credit because look at the start of the season. There was calls for him to get sacked. They couldn't win a game, score a goal. And look at this now. Could be 11 unbeaten in all comps. Mad. Good block. All right, this game next. If they hang on Villa, yeah, this game against Arsenal, I can't wait to watch, man. I cannot wait to watch because I'll tell you this now, yeah, that game against Arsenal is going to be key because if Villa go there and beat Arsenal, they're on the same points. Tell you now, man, it's going to be good. 4 minutes left, guys. Can Villa hold on? What's the scoreline? So it's 2-1 Villa. Villa were 1-0 down, and now they're 2-1 up. Cole Palmer looking dejected on the bench, looking pissed on the bench. So yeah, they're 2-1 up, man. Villa, they were 1-0 down, man. Yeah, look at that. Arsenal 2-1, United 2-1, Chelsea 2-1, City 2-1 as well. How crazy is that? City 2-1, Arsenal 2-1, Villa 2-1, United 2-1. Madness. I'm looking forward to this next game, Arsenal and Villa, you know. I'm telling you now. Villa have just shown you they're going away to a tough ground, Stamford Bridge, and coming from 1-0 down, play Sancho. Oh, it's a poor ball. Tillemans poor ball, but corner. So yeah, they're Villa, Spurs 2-1. What, Spurs playing Palace now? Nah. What, Spurs playing Palace now? It can't be. Yeah, man. Listen, they're showing you that they can go away from home to a tough game at Stamford Bridge, being 1-0 down and now leading. So Liverpool 2-1. Yeah, this is crazy, man. What's up with all these results today? 2-1. Sancho against his former club that he was on loan, on loan at as well. He's played well since he's come on, Sancho. It's wasting time now. Oi, Sancho! Oi, Sancho! Jadon Sancho. Listen, this might be an unpopular opinion, yeah? Get rid of this manager and bring Sancho back to United next season. Yeah, bring him back, man. Bring him back in the 4-2-3-1. Bring Sancho back. Man United cannot be turning down players of quality. Ooh, unlucky. What's Sanchez doing? What's happening there? Hey, Chelsea are in bits, boy. What's going on there? Yeah, bro, come on, man. Big up, man. Sancho's a real one. He is. What's happening there? Oh, he slipped. Yeah, listen. Bring Sancho back to the theatre of dreams, man. I don't care what anyone says. Bring him back. Thoughts about game last night? Yeah, I mean, I spoke about it yesterday. The main thing for me, yeah, was 3 points. That's the only thing that I took out of yesterday's game. 3 points. Patrick Dorgu played well, but the second half was an absolute joke. Amarim changing the system yet again. Aiden Heaven was very good. Lissandro was good. I thought Ugarte was better in the four at the back. But let's face it, yeah. This manager is always going to be the problem for this club because the very fact that he took off Casemiro yet again, and again, Casemiro just looked disillusioned with what was going on, why he was coming off. Just tells you why this manager will never be the right man for the club. And the fact that United got away with it in the end, I think United had 33% possession, which is just shocking. The main thing was 3 points, but there's nothing to get carried away with Man United, really, because we've got Wolves next game, and it's going to be the same old shit, really. I mean, first off, playing four at the back, United looked good for the first 30 minutes, I would say. But second half was an absolute joke, man. Played Sancho. But yeah, the second half was an absolute joke, man. So this manager's always going to be the problem, you know. And again, it's not for me. It's not about just keep saying this manager's a joke, this and that. It's Ineos. It's what are Ineos's what's their ambitions? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? So yeah, he got away with it, but why are we surprised, man? He's been doing this ever since he come to the club. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Newcastle were poor. They were poor, yeah. And a better team punishes us for that second half. If we was playing against any of the teams that are in the top six right now, they would have punished us for that second half. But Newcastle just weren't good enough, and they missed chances, hit the bar as well. So yeah, we got 3 points. That's the main thing. But as I said, next game is Wolves, nothing less than 3 points. But something's telling me that I think the fact that Wolves only lost 2-1 today, they got beat 2-1 by Arsenal. Something's telling me that I don't know why, man. I can see them picking up points against United at Old Trafford. So because again, let's face it, the defining moment was Patrick Dorgu's goal, and let's face it, a better goalkeeper saves that. Played Esteval. A better goalkeeper saves that for me. So, as I said, yeah, 3 points is the main thing. Played Rodgers. Reece James getting mad. All right, Chelsea getting mad. The pat on the back, Let's check this league table, guys, because all three of the top three win again, and Villa are showing, man. They're not going anywhere. I'm telling you, they are not going anywhere. So Liverpool are fourth now, 32 points. Yeah, look at that. Oh, what a touch. So next games are Arsenal Villa on Tuesday. Why on Tuesday? Yeah. Chelsea Bournemouth. Liverpool got Leeds at home. City got Sunderland away. And then match day 20, Villa got Forest. Arsenal got Bournemouth away. What City? Oh, City not playing. Oh, are they? No. Oh, City got Chelsea. Okay, on Sunday. Yeah, big games, man. Big games coming up. I'm telling you. Big games. Hey, Villa, hold on. Villa, hold on. Yeah, so look, league table, man. Top four. Well, top three, should I say. Obviously, Arsenal returning to the top, winning 2-1 against Brighton. City winning 2-1 against Nottingham Forest earlier today. And Villa coming back from 1 goal down to win 2-1 against Chelsea, man. Crazy. And then obviously Liverpool now in fourth. And Liverpool's next game is Leeds at home. So listen, Villa, man. They're a team, man, not to be slept on. I'll tell you now, yeah. Oh yeah, Rodgers and Delap. Yeah. I'll tell you now, yeah, if Villa beat Arsenal, I think we have to say Villa are a team that could win the league title. They could win the league title if they beat Arsenal. And that game's going to be crucial, man, because they can go level on points with Arsenal with a win. Crazy. 11 wins in a row, you know. Crazy. Guys, listen. What a game. That's been a very good game, you know. I enjoyed that game, to be fair. It was end to end. And I did say, you know, Aston Villa, they're gonna score. And Ollie Watkins off the bench um to win it for Villa, man. Crazy. The only blemish for Villa is that they've got two players suspended for the Arsenal game. I think Boubacar Kamara is a key one, but they're gonna have players that um who knows, they might even change their system. Sancho coming on today, he was very good. Very good. He was very good. Oh, hey, Villa, man. Ronaldo or Messi? Messi. And that just brings it on nicely to wrap up. Guys, big up yourselves for coming on. Big up to all the mods for coming through for the watch along as well. And big up to all your newcomers. Guys, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. And make sure you share the channel as well. Um, Listen, man, this league table now is going to be interesting, man. And again, Tuesday, Villa and Arsenal. I can't wait for that game, man. So that's gonna be a good one. Big up to Fitz, big up my guy each and every time. Guys, big up to all the mods for coming through, as I said. And yeah, as I said, make sure you smash the like button on the way out. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you share the channel. And guys, no stream tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday with our normal stream at 5:30. So yeah, come through and join us. Me, myself, Fitz, and Jonas, who's a Liverpool fan. So it'll be a positive stream on Monday. Obviously, our teams, we all won. So it'll be a good one. So yeah, make sure you guys come and join us on Monday. As I said, no stream tomorrow. And yeah, make sure you guys come through and support the channel as always. And yeah, smash the like button on your way out, sub to the channel. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you on Monday at 5:30. Take it easy.